What's going on, guys? It's the Emperor here, and today this can be the first video on the channel, and it's going to be my Stamina Nightblade PvP build for the Morrowind patch. Right, basically this build has got really high DPS, really nice sustain due to some of the sets I'm running, and overall it's just a really nice set because you burn through people really easily and you don't die that easily, as you'll see from the clips I have. As well as that, the sets aren't too hard to get, but one set is time consuming, and I'll show you that set in just a second here as we get into the gear. For the gear, I am going to be using the Toxic Cleaver, which is the named axe from the Sheer Venom set. I'm going to be running 5 Sheer Venom. It comes from the Toxic Cleaver and the Vigilant Bow, the Vigilant 1 bow, which is also the name bow for Sheer Venom. I'll also be having 3 on the body. Got the Molokina mask, which gives me that nice bit of damage, which is really essential. You could use Bloodspawn there, to be fair, if you wanted more sustain. Then I'm using the Jack of Sheer Venom. Ignore the traits because some of the Sheer Venom traits are pretty bad because I'm kind of grinding it at the moment. I haven't got the traits that I want yet. And then the other set here is the Shadow Walker, and I'm going to be running 5-piece Shadow Walker as well, which is in fact the sustain that comes from the build, which I'll get into in a bit when you see the 5-piece of this build. Moving on, I've got the Impen belt of Sheer Venom. I need to turn the stuff purple, but I only want to turn the stuff purple that I need. So the Sheer Venom Impen stuff I'm going to turn purple, but like braces and stuff when I've got infused, I don't really want to turn it purple. Then I've got the legs and feet. Obviously the feet are Shadow Walker, so that gives me 2 pieces of Shadow Walker on the body, and then I get the last 3 pieces from the necklace and the rings. As for the skills, on the 2-hand I'll be running Massive Stereo, which is an amazing fear, and they're stunned for 4.5 seconds, which gives you loads of time to do DPS. Ambush, the gap closer, hits really hard. Rally obviously is the main buff, gives me nice regen. Surprise attack, which is my main source of DPS, that and light attack weaving. And then also using the execute is the Executioner, which deals so much damage when they're below 50%, and the ultimate is in cap, as it's just by far the most powerful. Moving on to the bow, we have Shuffle, which is a nice little dodge, means that I can stay alive for longer. Resolving Vigor is probably the best heal I can have. Relentless Focus, that's another buff that I use, gives me better regen, which is very important. Poison Injection is what procs the Sheer Venom, so that's very useful, hits hard as well. And Shadow Disguise, obviously, to get invis, with the Dawnbreaker of Smiting as the ultimate. As for the stats, I'm going to fully buff up using Rally, Relentless Focus and Shuffle, and then Crouch as well. This is all in Cyrodiil, and this is without food, so you can see the weapon damage is 3.6k, but I can use a weapon damage glyph on my sword to get that up to 4k, and the recovery is at 2.4k, but that can go all the way up to 6k because of the Shadow Walker set. Right, now I'm going to show you the bow buffs, and just a little bit more about the Shadow Walker set. Here are the bow stuff. It's a little bit lower because obviously I'm not going to be using my main source of damages on the bow. And now I'm going to show you what all of the weapon, like what each move does with the buff. So I'm going to fully buff up again, and then I will show you like what surprise attack does and stuff like that. So, right, hang on. Surprise attack, like almost 8k damage, which is just an absolute shit ton. Execution of 4k, but that can go up to 14k, and in-cap strike at 12k as well, which is just madness. Poison Injection, that does 4.2 with loads of poison, and Dawnbreaker, that can do almost up to 20k, which is just amazing DPS. When it comes to the food, as you can see on screen, I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce it because I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's craftable food. You can also buy it in the guild stores. stamina regen, max stamina and max health. It's kind of all round, really does help the build because the max stamina gives you more power on each kind of move, and obviously you need stamina regen to get that regen up. As for pots, I use the movability pot with the effects you can see on screen, so it restores health instantly, means I can't be like CC'd for 12 seconds, and it restores stamina as well, so it's an amazing pot to have, and it really does benefit because if I get into a sticky situation I can just pop this pot and it kind of helps me get out of the problem. So I highly recommend using those if you can, or have someone who can craft them, please do. Now we're going to jump into the champion points. So I do actually have 5 in the Warlord. Well, you'll be able to see them on screen. I'm not going to bother commenting over this bit. You can pause at any moment if you do need to. They're kind of standard. They kind of just benefit the way I play, so you can kind of interchange these. If you like roll dodging more, you put more into roll dodging. If you like blocking more, you put more into blocking. But these are the ones that work for me. This is currently at 300 champion points because that's where I'm at the moment. But you can simply just double it or scale it to however many champion points you do have. So yeah, I'm going to let you watch the next minute or so of this, but pause it if you need to. I feel sorry for whoever comes next. That's like running off the Usain Bolt. That's like singing after John Holt. That's like trying to floss on the Pope. He's so beyond money, he tries to act broke. I'm like every book written at once, so I got the youth's head fucked like skunk. Little bit of reggae mixed with a bit of punk, and a discipline of a Buddhist monk. Like how it feels when you come, she comes at the same time. Now you are one. Oof, you will swear there's a God when you're done, even if you know you don't believe in one. Son, all of my children have left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I've killed them. If I don't feel them, they ain't real, them fate is sealed then. Just don't deliberate over the illustrate soldier, the middleweight roller, didn't we take over, didn't we take over, the middleweight roller, the illustrate soldier, deliberate over. Lines that I rhyme with a force, so hard it separate your mind from your thoughts. Know that I am inclined to divorce, you little big mouth from the height of your horse. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Guys, the Shadow Walker set is amazing. In the background you'll be able to see me just burning through my stamina, getting it down as low as I can, and then just letting myself regen up. The key to it is to go invisible, because when you go invisible you get 2k stamina every second, which is equivalent to 4k stamina recovery. So as you can see in a second I get down to just under a k health, k stamina, and it takes a few seconds and I'm all the way back at full 30k stamina. This is by far the best sustain you can have in the game, because all you have to do is go invisible for 5-10 seconds and you get 30k stamina, which is unparalleled by any set as far as I'm aware, because this totals up to about 6k stamina recovery, which is just insane. 10 minutes straight with the bloody cheek to do it double time every time. How much piss does he take? Knows that he's great, knows that you're fake, knows that he won't have a bath on your mate. Right guys, this first clip is basically just me buffing up and doing the key combo that I do every time, as this is by far the best source of DPS. And then I'll do another version going through it slowly so you can see exactly what each one does and the order that I do it in, because this is by far the best way to get the DPS, because everything just procs and then the dots and stuff, and it just becomes so high damage. Right, basically what I do is obviously I buff up with Rally, Relentless Focus, Shuffle. Then I go invisible, and then I do a heavy attack with the bow, straight into a poison injection, ambushing, mass hysteria, in-cap, execute. And if they're not dead by the in-cap, you just light attack, surprise attack, weave, and the health drops ridiculously fast. I mean, this is by far the best source of DPS for this kind of build. And finally, for the sheer Venom set, as you can see, all I do is do the bow and then poison injection, and you can see the dots picking up as like 2k, 1k, 2k, and the guy can't heal through it, and my sheer Venom actually kills him. That's just with sheer Venom, because it does up to 10k damage, which is a ridiculous amount of damage, and I highly recommend this set to anyone. And there you have it guys, that is the build. As you can see, the damage is ridiculous, the stamina recovery is ridiculous. Honestly, I do recommend this combination of sheer Venom, the Molakina, and also the Shadow Walker to anyone, because it just covers the board. I haven't had so much fun using a build in so long. If you've enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe, and leave a comment with other builds or other types of videos you want to see from me in the future. Enjoy the rest of the footage. These are just some clips of me just destroying people in Cyrodiil.
Flying through Twitter and texting, asking them questions. Get out my business, it's not an election or Q&A session. On snakes in the grass where you stay. stepping. Get some more class, you a freshman. Basically saying whatever you doing will never compare to me wrecking. Yeah, I know the game, nigga, go hate. You can do whatever, nigga, make your day. But if you think that you affecting anything over here, bro, you're coming up shorter than a smoke break. So you can puff past with your stuck up ass. Niggas say they on point but need to touch up bad. You the type of hater wanna buck up mad till you fuck up your luck up, then hush up fast. Niggas act hard when they get on the beat. You soft as a kiss on the cheek. How you gon' hit with no reach? I block the shit out you encounter, cause nigga, I'm quick on my feet. I'm equipped to the T. I really respect your opinion, but it don't mean shit to a G. You can miss that with me. I barely do stutter, but trust me on this one, bet this on repeat. Nigga, pick your defeat. What you want is slow, what you want is fast, what you want a bow, what you want a jab. Know just why you mad, cause my shit is dope and your shit is trash. Don't litter. Think that I'm a sucker wrong nigga. And if you ever try to play me, I'ma pay you back eventually and treat you like my student loan, nigga. Pocket got cake, well a tidbit. I ain't even flexing on no rich shit. But if I got $1 and you got 100, she still coming with the kid, bitch. And that's really all cause my type of character. Take that monkey shit off, you gon' embarrass us. That's word to Pimp C, they can never pimp me. It'll bite him in the ass like a terrier. Jam to the with a J, yeah, that nigga is dope.